So it was the last unit WebEx and all through North Park. Not a soldier was stirring. The armories are dark. With our CO on op laser and the RSM hard at work, the unit carried on with Zoom calls and Facebook. With op vector on the horizon, our job is not done. So we continue to serve at each rise of the sun. Here is our PLF family, soon to have a virtual toast. And it is here all together that matters the most. We will stand down somewhat for holiday greetings and can relax just a little bit from these virtual meetings. So spend time with your family and don't break the bubble. Happy holidays to all and stay out of trouble. So happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. And I'm going to turn this over to Sonny Zink. I challenged him to outdo my little speech and poem. So love you all. We'll see you in the new year. Sonny, over to you. Sonny still with us? Honorary RSM, you out there?
I hear him.
I see him. Can you see me? Can you see me?
You need to stand there.
Sonny got up and left Santa behind. Goodness gracious. Have you got me there, Mikey?
No, still don't have you, Santa.
I think the elves are playing with my unit here.
Uh-oh. It's never a good thing when the elves are playing with your unit.
You have my video turned off, I think, at your station. I think that's what the problem must be.
No, I don't got your video.
Don't got it, huh?
No, you'll have to fly solo.
There you go. Can you see me now?
Still no.
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 I see me, and what a shame. Anyway, you can't see me, but you can hear me. And I don't know what to say. After all the comments that the CO made and the RSM made and the wise things that the Padre had said, it kind of leaves a big gap in what you want to say in return. But when you're talking about the PLF and the Christmases of the past, all the years that I've been in the PLF, and also listen to those that had parties before my time, have always talked about the Christmas parties that the regiment has had, their Christmas dinners and their Christmas parties for the children. And this year, in particular, is a very, very hard time. Most cases through the years, we could always still get together. But this year, it is a very hard time. And some people are very lonely. So you have to communicate on the internet somehow or another, or by phone. Don't let them sit home alone and be afraid, so to speak. I know the soldiers have communicated with their families and their friends, but there's also some others that may need some calls. We were going to try and get together and do some cards for the veterans. And unfortunately, because of the way things are, we couldn't do it. And I don't know, it would be nice to do a video and send a video and that they could put up on their theater room there. I know they watch movies and that. That would be kind of interesting. They would enjoy something like that. It doesn't really matter how old it is. And I think that's something that we could do, even if we did some people talking and wishing the veterans some Merry Christmas from us. It would be a very important thing to do. And I just, you know, my heart kind of hurts sometimes when I think of the way we all have to be kind of isolated, but it's very important we become isolated and take care, and because we want to protect everybody from all this evil coronavirus. I know down in the States they have a lot of problems. They don't drink Corona beer anymore because they figured it's got the virus. I don't know what their problem there is. I like Corona beer. But these things, the way they're talking, they don't believe these things are happening. We in the Nova Scotia and Atlantic Canada, in most provinces in the country, understand this is a real situation, and everybody has to take it seriously. wear your mask over your nose and over your mouth, not just your mouth.
Mhm.
Keep your social distancing. Wash your hands and be careful of who you are communicating with. So you want to get not communicating to too many people that travel all over the place because you don't know where all over the place is. Stay in your own bubble and be good to each other. I'm just so sad that you couldn't get a picture there. I tried a couple of times, but it didn't happen. I'm sitting here in my Santa Cruz and ringing my bell and have a tree lit up behind me, and I'm all excited. And I thought I might get a few kids in the background. I noticed the RSM's little one was running in and out there. And I'm sure that some of the other people that are on the web page and that have children waltzing around. It would have been a good opportunity for somebody to see them, but it is what it is. And I think what we're going to try and do is, oh, there, no, it doesn't work still. See a message there, Lawrence. Oh, yeah, he's sending out messages. Isn't that nice of him? Oh, there's an old picture. Now, who the, my goodness. You know, I look back many years ago when Rick Grandy was a young officer in the regiment. He became colonel, of course, everybody knows that. He had 2 young children, and they were all upset because they were going to Cape Breton to their grandparents, and they didn't think that Santa was going to find them. Anyway, Santa heard the story that they were going to Cape Breton. So when they came up to Santa, they sat there, and I looked at them, and I said, children, don't worry. Santa knows you're going to Cape Breton, and as long as you're good, Santa will be there. Well, those 2 took off the chair. I don't think they even touched the ground when they got back to their mom and dad and told them that it's okay. We can go to Nanny and Granddad's. All these little things are great memories, and all these things happened in the regiment's Christmas parties. It's a wonderful time. Things are all gone away, and we come to a normal lifestyle, and we can get together and enjoy these things and enjoy each other. I looked at that video and my heart was just in memories because Jimmy Tasco and I traveled through the military together, and you know, he was a wonderful man, a intelligent young man, and he had a heart bigger than gold. And then I looked at Colonel Goodday and Colonel Simmons. Many a time I bent an elbow with them in the fields and enjoyed their company and listened to their war stories and laughed and that. And I knew Colonel Goodday's son and his daughters and had been their place many a time. And I went to Colonel Simmons a few times. And, you know, I look at these things and I think of the other people that were in there, how young they look. Padre Thorne, my goodness, he was only a young man then when he was Padre of the regiment. And I looked at myself there. I said, oh, kind of a cute guy. Goodness gracious. But those things are all good memories. And that's one thing that we do in the PLF. We'll always have good memories. Someday down the road, we'll look at this presentation that we're doing here tonight, and we'll say, good gosh, I remember that. You know, the PLF came through. No matter what happens, the PLF come through. And all I can say is to you all, Merry Christmas, be safe, enjoy your families, and have a wonderful time. God bless you all. Thank you, Mike.
And
Perfect.
honor Lieutenant Colonel for final words and the toast.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks for showing that video. I did recognize a number of the faces, and I think I'm going to have 90s mustache nightmares for the next 2 months. So I want to pick up on a theme that you've heard from everybody who's made comments, and that's this idea of the regiment as a family, and it's an incredibly powerful concept, and it's particularly powerful at this time of the year. I mean, we're a family year round, but it's more, it takes on greater importance at this time of year when we need to lean on each other, particularly in the middle of COVID. And I think it was best said by, you heard Chief Warrant Officer Tasco in that video say, once you join this regiment, you're a member of the family, and you're always a member of the family. And I can tell you, as somebody who got out 20 years ago, and now I've got the good fortune to be back, that has remained true right through the 20 years. The friends that I made in the regiment remain my close friends now. You know, we're out, we're having, you know, when we can, when we used to be able to, we'd get out and have dinner together, and, you know, we're always on the phone and touching base. So these are ties that bind, and they last a good long time, and you're setting down roots right now that will last a very, very long time. And I consider myself incredibly fortunate to be back serving with the regiment again, and to be able to promote what we do to the general public and to the broader community. And thanks to all of you, I have one hell of a story to tell the community about 2020. You know, I think aside from the war years, this regiment has faced unprecedented challenges in 2020 that brought many civilian organizations to their knees, but not us. When the wind blew hard, we leaned forward, we pushed back harder, and we gained ground. And I won't go through all of the accomplishments. The CO has already done that in his year in review. But we just, it's incredible to think the number of things that we've been able to do this year in the face of just amazing resistance. I will tell you on a personal note that, you know, with everything that was happening, we were providing instructors for courses, and we were putting on courses. And out of the blue, a few months ago, I got a call from a buddy of mine who served in another infantry regiment in Canada. And his son had been one of the candidates on the course. And he specifically called me out of the blue and said, listen, I just want to tell you, my son finished his course, and he said, told me, Dad, heads and tails above everybody else, the PLF instructors were the absolute most switched on instructors we had. I was doing a lot of chest thumping at the end of that telephone call, I have to tell you. So that's how we're viewed in the military community. As in the CO said, in the community at large, we've got a tremendous reputation, and I'm incredibly proud of all of you. And all of the obstacles that we face this year speaks to what it is to be a Fusilier. Obstacles are put in our way, are there, as the pioneers would say, to be blown up to make way for the advance. And we did that in spades this year. So thanks to everybody. We obviously have a lot to celebrate. We're doing it a little bit differently this year, but we're still doing it. And in my family, when we have other family over, or we have close friends that we want to honor, we haul out the good dishes. And so because this is a special occasion, I've hauled out the good dishes. I've got my Nova Scotia Crystal glass. In it is my favorite single malt whiskey, and I think everybody else is supposed to have theirs close at hand. So reach over, grab your glass, and my fellow Fusiliers, join me in a toast to the regiment.
The regiment.
Fideliter.
Regiment.
Fideliter.
Fideliter.
Fidelity.
Fantastic year, everybody. Thanks so much for everything that you do. I really hope that you are able to enjoy a relaxed and a happy Christmas and a holiday season. For those of you that can't get back to your families, I'm asking the rest of you to reach out to people, make sure that everybody's okay, be safe, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Thanks. Back over to you, Mike.
Tom, final words, and then we'll keep this open for 15 minutes. Open mic. People can do whatever they want to talk to other people.